Hey YouTube, my name is Nick, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to one spring mod a blue set of Steel Battalion controllers. So if your controller, the top deck looks like this, then you're going to want to watch the video by LeFishy SB because he goes into great depth on how you can one spring those foot pedals because the mechanism inside is different in comparison to a set of blues. So all you need to do this is a simple Phillips head screwdriver for the screws in the foot pedals, and this to help pry off the actual pads on the bottom, which I'll show you in a second. And last but not least, LeFishy makes the recommendation to use glue to put the foot pedal, like the foot pads, back on. But I'm going to try using double-sided tape to see if I can get the same kind of result with a little less mess. Anyways, without further ado, to begin, you just gotta flip the foot pedals, and as LeFishy states in his video, you want to take off these ones because these ones contain screws, whereas this one doesn't. It's kind of just there for looks. So I'm gonna pry them off with these, I guess you could say, rubber grips, and then we'll go from there. This is my first time taking it apart, so it's going to be pretty difficult to do this. In fact, I'm going to do it off camera. So as you can see, after a little bit of prying, this is one of the, come on, focus. This is one of the, it's really hard to see, there we go. So this is one of the foot, the rubber grips that hold it to the floor. As you can see, I did it to this one. So I'll just do all the other ones. You just pry up on it and it'll come up. Okay. So as you can see, I finally got all of the rubber pads off of the controller. So now you just got to take out the screws with this. So that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, the rubber pads are difficult to get off for the first time. It's honestly kind of impressive that the glue stays intact. Like, it's stuck pretty well for 20 years. Technically, since it's 2023, and Line of Contact released in 2004, and this is a blue set, which released alongside it. So, yeah, but you get the idea. This has definitely never been taken apart, and you can tell by the fact that the screws make the little snapping noise when I start to undo it. I may even have to take off these ones. Yeah, it's not just these ones. Otherwise it will not come apart. Alright, so I believe that is all the screws. And then to get this off, you can kind of help it by pushing on this. And the edge of it starts to come up. Now, where did I put the... Oh, here's the other screwdriver. So you can use this to help pry it up. Yeah, there you go. And that's the bottom of it. It comes off. Is there another screw here? No? Oh yeah, there's a screw there, I forgot. That's why it's not coming off nicely. I forgot that screw. Okay. Just like that. Now it will come off. So, on this a little, yep, see, there you go. And that's the bottom of it. So it's a little bit dusty, not too bad though. I'll clean that up, but all you have to do now with the blue set is you just undo the screws on each of these and you remove one spring from each of these foot pedals. Doesn't matter if you do left or right, but it's a good idea to keep a spare, keep each of these springs just in case if these ones break for whatever reason, then you can replace them. And hence why LeFishy says don't use any seriously binding glue, because if you ever need to replace them, then you can get back into the case, which is why I'm going to try to use double-sided tape to see if I can achieve the same thing but a little more cleanly. Alright, so now that I cleaned it all up, which obviously you may or may not have to do, I just did it because I never took these apart. It was a bit dirty inside, but now it's okay. So now all you have to do, like I said before, is just undo these. There's still a little bit of dust on them, but it's better than before. So you undo these screws, and as the name implies, you leave it with one spring. That comes off. Now the question is, how do you get this off? Just push it maybe? Or maybe you just, or maybe you lift it like this. Yep, that's how. Okay, you just have to push underneath it, and there you go. The spring comes out, just like that. So yeah, again, you lift it, you lift this up, this little rod, and then the spring will come off. And then you can put this back. Put the screws back, and you do that 2 more times. Whoops. Come on. There we go. There we go. There you go. Nice and easy. So yeah, just hang on to these washers and the springs. And now I will do it twice more. So again, you lift. You can use the screwdriver to help. You lift this rod. Whoa! Didn't mean to jump scare you there, because the spring came flying. And then you push it back, and then you put this piece back. There you go. That's all 3 of them. this back. So just to reiterate, the reason why we do this mod is because the way these foot pedals were designed, like the plastic and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken, this is how I believe it works, is it's really kind of weak, sort of, like they didn't, I guess, account for like the power of these springs that are in these foot pedals. So after so many hundreds of hours of use, you can supposedly crack this frame, and once you do that, then you basically don't have foot pedals, right? Because, you know, there will be nothing to hold it in place. And or, on the green set anyway, once you snap those springs, which they're torsion springs, they don't look like these. Once you snap those springs, it's basically impossible to replicate those springs because they're like a certain size, and to bend the metal in such a way that it works like that is difficult, I would assume. Whereas they're just regular old compression springs. You can probably replace these, as far as I could guess anyway. So that's why we do the one spring mod, because we want to make sure that our foot pedals don't snap after hundreds of hours of use. So after all that is done, just put the back plate back on, and the weights kind of fall into place, at least on the blues. LeFishy makes a recommendation to like tape them down. Okay, this one kind of fell. But he makes a recommendation to put some tape over these parts just to hold it in place. But I'm gonna maybe just try to put it back in and hope that that's good. And no, okay, fine. Okay, wait, no, okay. Yeah, this one, okay, actually if I just adjust it, maybe I can just, there, that might do. Because the other two are not falling out. Yeah, so taping it in place would be easier. This looks like this is in the right spot anyway. Okay, let me go get some tape. Okay, so we came back with some electrical tape. So I'm just gonna apply tape across these just so it doesn't fall out of place. Okay, so now it shouldn't fall out of place when I try to put it back. All good. Okay, so you just put the screws back and it's all good. Okay, so I put all the screws back. Now I'm going to try to stick the rubber feet back by double-sided taping it. If you don't have any double-sided tape, then you can use glue, but I happen to have some on hand. So I'm going to try this and see if it works. I just took a small strip, made it about the size of the rubber foot. I'm going to stick it, and hopefully it should work just fine. Which one is this one? Oh, it's for this one. Okay, take it there. Just push it in. It's not quite perfect, but it's something. And then I just do it on the rest of them. And there you have it. So I put all the rubber pads back. You can see there's a little bit of the double-sided tape sticking out on each of them. Focus. Yeah, see? A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit on that one. So it's not quite perfect, but at least it's not quite as messy as using glue. And yet you can still take it apart for later if you need to. So just quick test, flip it over. Just see how it feels when I press on it. So now there's only one spring, so it's also much easier to press down on as well. And this feels like pretty solid. This isn't going to go anywhere, as they say. So anyway, yeah. Now we're going to go test it on the Xbox, make sure the inputs work. I didn't break anything, which I shouldn't have. And then that'll be the video. So as you can see, I got my foot pedals all set up. There's the game. So accelerator, brake, dodge. All good. So there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time.